Welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. First one is about Eskinder Nega, who was arrested today. His wife released a message just a few minutes ago. Where was he arrested? Who arrested him? What was he doing in Gajam? Was he organizing Fano fighters? What is his wife's position? She is sending a message to all Ethiopians, especially people of Amhara region. What does she want? Secondly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia today issued a statement about a splinter Oromia region-based Orthodox group. The church claims that the splinter faction individuals are involved in theft, that they are entering churches of Oromia by force and stealing property and vehicles from a town in Oromia. And thirdly, Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean President, was going to be interviewed today. Last week it was announced that on Saturday he would speak on domestic issues, but interview has been postponed reportedly. Why was interview postponed? Firstly, viewers, Eskinder Nega. Today's top story is about Eskinder Nega, former head of Baldiras party, a journalist, human rights activist who founded Baldiras party, Baldiras for True Democracy. The party launched political struggle for democracy, but he was seen as anti-Oromo by some groups in Oromia. He and Jawar were seen as representing hardliner ideologies in Amhara and Oromia regions. So his party was mainly based in Addis Ababa. He was put in prison. Then last year he was released like Jawar and others. And then we saw resumption of political activities. He was very vocal, very critical of Ethiopian federal government, and some people used to call him representative of Amhara interests. He tried to gain a foothold in the Amhara region politically, and then suddenly he decided to abandon politics. Since then, he's been missing. For the last several months, he has been missing. But suddenly today his arrest was made public because we have now seen pictures. It has been confirmed, though government is silent, but his arrest has been confirmed. Where was he arrested? What was he doing there? He was arrested in Bore town of Gajam. And now different accounts of his arrests are being shared. Conflicting accounts. Why? Because government has not shared details. Two types of rumors are being seen. Firstly, that he was with Fano fighters, that he undertook military training, he was trying to organize armed resistance against the government, and Amhara Special Force was after him for some time. Amhara Special Force had received some intelligence about his movement, his activities. So that is why he was arrested by Amhara Special Force, not by Ethiopian Federal Police, Ethiopian National Defense Force, or anyone from Oromia. No, Amhara Special Force arrested him. Secondly, it is being claimed that he was just at a church in Bore. He had nothing with him, just a copy of Bible. But the other type of rumors state that he was captured with large sum of money, foreign cash as well, foreign currency. So all these are rumors, firstly. Secondly, his wife released a message from the US. His wife is a US national, Sarkalim Fasil. She says, Iskandar's struggle is peaceful and legal. So she says Iskandar's struggle is peaceful, legal. So she's denying that Iskandar was involved in some armed struggle. Secondly, she says that Iskandar always fought for Ethiopians. And she's asking all Ethiopians, especially people of Amhara region, that they must stop handing over of Iskandar to federal government. Iskandar was arrested in Gajam and then taken to Bahirdar. So far, he is in the Amhara region. His wife is now sharing concerns that he could be handed over to federal government. And he has been saying in the past, Iskandar, that he was under threat, that his life was in danger. When he said goodbye to politics, he was heard saying that his life was in danger. So now his wife is sending a message to the people of Amhara region to protect Iskandar. Let's see. Will Iskandar be handed over to federal government or will he remain imprisoned in Bahidar? Obviously, he'll be taken to a court. It will be interesting to see which charges are going to be submitted by the police at the relevant court against Iskandar. So we'll see that in coming 2 to 3 days if Iskandar is produced at a court. So far, it seems that Iskandar Bore is in Gajam, and Gajam is the power base of Fano fighters. Zamin Akasi was also arrested in Gajam. He was arrested reportedly from a church, monastery. Now, Iskandar also arrested from Gajam. I wouldn't be surprised if I come to know that Iskandar was planning or he was doing some armed resistance against the federal government. Because he was a very committed man as a politician. When he was released from prison last year, almost on daily basis, he used to be involved in some activities, in visiting some places, prisons, talking to IDPs. He never sat idle for a day, unlike Java or Bakle Garba. So it wasn't expected of him to sit idle. So he was doing something after saying goodbye to politics. Either he chose another means of resistance by going to Gajam to get himself trained and to organize Fano fighters, because he was very close to Fano. If you remember, in the past he met with top Fano commanders, or he was there on some mission. Well, let's see. Hopefully details will come out. So far, his wife is concerned for his security. Secondly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia released a statement. Orthodox Church says that its properties are being stolen in the Oromia region by a splinter Orthodox faction, which the church calls illegal group. The church claims that in West Hararge, in Cairo city, the illegal group members entered a church. They stole a vehicle, a car and a motorcycle. They entered the church by force. And the church authorities then contacted Orthodox Church headquarters in Addis Ababa, Holy Synod headquarters. But obviously, church headquarters in Addis Ababa is not in a position to take any action. Action, if it is taken, will be taken by Oromia regional government, Oromia Federal Police. Oromia government, Federal Police, they are waiting for a court decision. A case filed by Orthodox Church of Ethiopia with the Federal High Court is pending. Its final decision is pending, though the court ruled that the splinter faction must not take control of new churches. This could be a violation of court order. Court stopped the splinter faction from taking control of churches, from entering new churches. So if the supplanter faction group members entered a church which wasn't under their control, it could be a violation of the court order. Let's see. Interpretation is going to be done by Amhara, not Amhara, Oromia regional government. Oromia government is supporting the supplanter Orthodox faction. So no action is expected against the supplanter faction. Thirdly, viewers, Isaias Afwerki was due to speak on domestic issues today. Because in two earlier interviews, he focused on regional and international issues. He focused a lot on Tigray, on Ethiopia. He lashed out at the US in last two interviews. And last week it was announced that on next Saturday, he'll be speaking on domestic issues, but the interview has been postponed. Isaias Afwerki in the past has been speaking mostly on regional and international issues. He spoke much less on domestic issues. So that is why everyone is waiting. Does he have any roadmap for some change in Eritrea? What will he say about political situation, about elections, about parliament, about constitution, about release of prisoners in Eritrea? Or will he just focus on a little bit on economy, on development? That remains to be seen. Now it has been announced that on next Saturday he'll speak on domestic issues. Does he have enough content to speak on domestic issues? Is his government's performance good enough for an interview of 60, 90 minutes or 2 hours? That we'll see